Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in our Introduction to Calculus series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the product rule. The product rule is one of the most important techniques that we use in differentiating functions. Now, what is the product rule? Well, put simply, this looks really complicated when you first look at it, but it's saying the derivative of one function of x times another function of x is equal to the first function times the derivative of the second plus the derivative of the first function times the second function. Let's look at some examples so that this makes more sense. Let's think about f of x is equal to x times x plus 3. Now, I know what you're thinking, just expand this, right? X squared plus 3x, and then use our power rule. And that would work, but I'm going to try it another way to show you that the basic idea of a product rule, and we'll look at some cases where you have to use it. So this is one of those cases that you don't have to use it. It'd be easier to not use it, but frankly, it's one of the best ways to start understanding what it is. So let's think about this. F of x can be expressed as two functions times each other, right? X times x plus 3. The derivative of the first function of derivative of x is just 1 times the second function x plus 3 plus the first function, which is x, times the derivative of the second function, which is 1. Simplify this expression and you're going to get x plus 3 plus x, and you're going to end up with the first derivative being 2x plus 3. This is an example where you again can use our sort of technique of choosing to not use, choosing to distribute this in, right? And in this instance, you might also still choose to do it the power rule way. But again, it's one of those examples where you're able to actually see how the product rule works. The derivative of the first function, x squared, is 2x times the second function, which is x squared plus 2, plus the first function, x squared, times the derivative of the second function, which is 2x. You're going to distribute this using FOIL, and you're going to end up with 2x cubed plus 4x plus 2x cubed. And this is going to simplify or collect the like terms, right, into 4x cubed plus 4x. Now here is an example where distributing would not work very well, right? Imagine you distribute this sort of function here, right? If you're going to end up with x minus 2 divided by x, which isn't that pleasant. It doesn't really reduce in that sort of nice way that like these functions did, right? You easily can see those power rules. Now, if you're clever, you'll notice that this is x to the negative 1, so technically you could distribute it, but you'll notice that it looks it's not as like preferable, right? When you first look at this question, you're not going to think, okay, let me just distribute it and work from there. You're going to think power rule, because not power, you're going to think product rule, because it's two functions of x multiplied. And it's not done in this obvious way like here or in here, where that distribution will really evidently, clearly, you just see it right in front of you. It's going to give you an easy function to differentiate using power rule. So here we're going to have to use product rule pretty much. And when we think about the derivative of the first function, we're going to get negative 1 over x squared times the second function, x minus 2, plus the first function, 1 over x, times the derivative of the second function. We're going to clean all this stuff up, and we're going to end up with 1 over x minus 2 divided by x squared. I'm going to collect this into one fraction, which is going to give us x squared minus x plus 2 divided by x squared. Alright, those are all the examples from me today about the product rule. I hope this helped you guys understand what it is and get a basic grasp on how to use it. I'll see you in the next video, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below.